Everybody, it's December 2nd, 2025, and this video is part of my journal of my recovery from watching my little brother, Paul Kierans, 64 with Down syndrome, be locked away in his group home by the British Columbia New Democratic Party government for 588 days. We missed 178 scheduled visits. I had an agreement with the government that I could visit Paul twice a week at his group home and at my home. When they found out, 3 days after they found out that I had gone to the Burnaby RCMP and complained, when I discovered a secret and I allege fraudulent forged power of attorney the government, BC government, created to give Paul the COVID-19 shot. They terminated our visits, and I was his last surviving local family visitor from a big family of 6 adult kids and my mom. I was the last one left to visit him, and so they locked him up in his group home for 588 days. I did everything I could think of to try and restore our visits and his freedom, but I was not able to do that. Then, when they found out that the Burnaby RCMP had been ordered by their Ottawa Oversight Agency to investigate the fraudulent and forged power of attorney, they went after me and brought a court application to have me designated as a vexatious litigant. So that's a very rare legal designation. It means that I have no access to, the access that all Canadians have, all human beings have to the courts of Canada. I don't have. I have to apply to a judge if I even want to respond to action brought against me. And they got that designation on November 29th of 2023. I appealed that. I appealed that decision to the Court of Appeal of British Columbia, and my appeal was dismissed on March 28th of 2024. I think I've got those dates right. Anyways, I applied for leave to appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada, and I'm just waiting to hear back from the Supreme Court of Canada. All the documents were filed on September 3rd of 2025. Sorry, I must have that. Yeah, my application for leave to, or my appeal was dismissed in 2025, and then I applied for leave to appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada. You have to have a case that's of national importance, and I argued in my application for leave to appeal that being designated a vexatious litigant is of national importance. At the hearing where the judge found that I was a vexatious litigant and took away my access to the courts, I had explained to her that I have what my cardiologist calls a potentially life-threatening cardiac condition, and I'm not allowed to appear in court for longer than 2 hours per day. So that's pretty reasonable. It's not the government had appointed my 82-year-old Catholic nun sister 4,000 kilometers away in Ontario as Paul's guardian. And she was the one they had applied to have me declared a vexatious litigant. So I explained to the judge at the hearing, it was a 4-day hearing, that I could only appear in court for 2 hours. And when 2 hours were up, I got up to leave, and she said, "Oh, can't you just sit in the gallery?" So this is an application to have me declared a vexatious litigant, take away my access to the courts of Canada, but she wants me to sit in the gallery and watch. No lawyer would represent me. I mean, any lawyer that can see what they've done to me does not want to get involved. And I couldn't afford a lawyer anyways. So the judge went past my 2-hour limit. And both my family doctor and my cardiologist said that I can't appear for longer than 2 hours. And then the next 2 days, she went all day. So from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. And then after doing that, she had me declared a vexatious litigant. So what I'm arguing is that she put my life and security of person in jeopardy by going past the time that was limit imposed upon me by my family doctor and my cardiologist. So that's Section 7. Everyone has the right in Canada to life, liberty, and security of a person, and the right not to be deprived thereof except for in accordance with the fundamental principles of justice. And at the hearing, my sister's lawyers, my sister had 2 law firms working for her. I estimate the Catholic Church spent about $1.5 million, but they had 2 lawyers working for her, 2 law firms working for her. But they didn't file my materials with the court, which they're required to do. And I pointed that out to the judge, and she didn't care. So my materials, my responding materials weren't even before the judge. So that's where things stand right now. I'm just waiting to hear back from the Supreme Court of Canada. I was told that I shouldn't expect an answer before the new year, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm turning 70 this week. And it's the 70th anniversary of, it's the 70th anniversary of me being around. And I had quite a scare. I had quite a scare this week. I've explained, I did a post about it. I had two bears walk up to me when I was trying to do my 10,000 steps. I'm in the middle of doing my 10,000 steps right now. So 2 almost full-size bears walked up to me on Sunday in the middle of the day, like at 3:30 in the afternoon, and scared the hell out of me. And there was nobody around. I was on the street, but there was nobody around. And so I did a post, just a bear alert here on Facebook. And other than my Facebook friends, every single person that responded said, good, we're glad that there's bears in the middle of Coquitlam, in the middle of a well-developed urban area of Vancouver. There should be 2 lethal animals that can kill people running around. I should have somehow responded better, or just the responses were so inhuman and cruel. I thought, I tried to explain how frightened I was. And I was mostly frightened because when I thought of what if a child, and children should have a right to be able to roam in their neighborhood. I mean, people pay a huge amount of taxes. The house that the bear was standing in front of was worth $4.5 million. I mean, these are not cheap houses. This is not a cheap neighborhood. People pay very, very serious taxes here, and they don't pay them to be chased down by full-grown bears smacking them in the middle of a very busy urban area. So that's it for today. Wish me luck and pray for successful, that the Supreme Court of Canada grants my application for leave to appeal. Please take a moment to call them. I'll put the number in the description box for this video. So take a moment to call them and ask them what the status is of file number 4192. I love you all. Take care.